back to the name Muhammad.
Yeah, most common name in the world, by the way.
It is. And I'll tell you how a very funny story about it being the most common name in the world.
Please.
Do you guys remember before when the Cineplex used to do the game at the beginning of the thing? Did Scott ever tell you that story?
I think I started Scott doing that.
Oh, you did?
I think I was the first one that did
his username, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Tell us about his username.
So we would go to movies,
Oh my
right?
God.
There was 5 of us that would go to movies. We would all play the game. What was it called?
Oh man,
the pre-show.
Yeah.
Timeplay.
Timeplay.
Wow, nice.
So we would all play the Timeplay, and we all had just like our names, right? Because all of our names are very common, so they were all in the system. But then one day, Scott came and we were playing, and he had changed his name to Muhammad.
That was my fault.
So there you go. And he convinced the other 4 of us to go into the app and change our name to Muhammad. And then sat there and gave each other all of the answers. So when the leaderboard at the end came up, it was Muhammad, 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 Muhammad. And Scott like popped up out of his seat and started like fist pumping the air, screaming, "Yes, I did it!" And like he was the happiest man in the world. And like all 5 of us did it. And then the next time we did it, one of the 5 of us failed and got like 6th or 7th, and Scott popped up and then turned to Dan and yelled at Dan that he fucked up the game, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I got the question wrong."
So basically what started that for me was like, I would have picked Jesus, but it didn't let me. And so I was like, okay, what other religious thing? Muhammad. Okay, because it's pre-selected names.
Yeah.
It wouldn't just let you type your own, because that would be, they had some fail-safes, I guess, but they just didn't think all the way through with some things. And I thought it was really funny, and then I realized, like, oh, okay, it's just also a very common name, and I was like, okay, whatever. Eventually, I was going through my phone reels because Google does this neat little thing where you can just show a face and be like, I want all my photos and videos with this face in it. And so I was going through, like, old videos of Scott after, last week. And one of the reels was... we found out there was a short window of time where, and again, these are pre-selected names, and our entire goal was to just pick the most offensive thing that we could find, and it was Cineplex's fault for letting us pick the name.
Correct.
I don't know how this happened. There might have been some goofball that worked at Cineplex. One of the names that we could pick, I'm just going to spell it, was Nigloid. And I'm like, that's not a real name.
What the fuck?
And that was in my camera roll.
That's insane.
Of Scott winning as that name. And he was like, yes. And I don't, you can't blame us. Like, it's, if you put that there, and this was years ago. This was years ago too.
Wow.
We've matured a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, I don't know why that was a pre-selected name.
That's
on Cineplex, not us.
That is on Cineplex.